First question for you. I'm Smitty with the Westmoreland Sports Network. Congratulations. Great job tonight. How many tattoos do you have? Flick, I don't know if you can get the camera down there. Step back a little bit.
I have 9 in total, 2 on my arm and 7 on my leg.
There we go. I might have to add the.
Is that Bart? That is Bart Simpson.
That is Bart Simpson.
That's sweet.
Huh.
What's the what made you get a Bart Simpson? Is there a connection to that?
No, one of my friends just said get Bart Simpson, so I said okay.
So you ran with it. There you go. There you go.
It's on my leg, not too bad. I can cover it up unless I'm wrestling. So
hey, let's talk a little bit about tonight's match. Obviously, an electric atmosphere tonight. Talk about what it's like to go out there in front of this crowd and perform.
Having a crowd like this is just like. I'm like used to football with all the fans, big student section, and just having the crowd just makes it like more energetic. Like you get more fired up, ready to go. And then whenever you like get a takedown and everyone goes like super crazy, it just keeps you in like that mindset to keep going and just.
Now, obviously, we were talking a little bit during the pre-match show, and I did a number of football games for Mount Pleasant. I believe 4 or 5 to be exact. Felt like every weekend I was driving out here to Mount Pleasant Viking Stadium. Very impressive football player as well. I got to ask, and yes, you are on the air. Is this? Do you like football? Do you like wrestling? What do you think you're going to do at the next level?
Honestly, growing up, I always thought wrestling was my sport, and then once I hit high school, I kind of like matured more into football. But whatever path it takes me, that's where I'm going to go. Really, whatever takes me more.
Good deal. I like it. That's a good answer.
Tell me. You playing football, I got to watch you firsthand a couple times in football this year. Wasn't too happy calling. In a funny way, I'm a football coach at Burrell High School, so I got to see you in action twice this year.
Yeah.
And then I see you step on the mat. Like, man, I saw enough of him on the football field twice this year. Now we got him in wrestling. But, hey, great job tonight. How does being a football player help you as a wrestler? Or vice versa, how's a wrestler help you be a football player?
Wrestling, I feel like it helps me more like with tackling and stuff. And then football, it's just like more of a team sport. And then like when we come out here for a duel match, it's just everybody's wrestling for each other instead of just individual.
How was that transition period in between once your football season was over to where you're at now with your weight and just getting your body acclimated to wrestling a 6-minute match nonstop compared to a 48-minute football game?
I only had about a week break from football to wrestling, so it was kind of nice to go home a little bit after school, chill for a little bit, and then coming back to wrestling, being in football shape and being in wrestling shape is just completely different.
Yeah.
Like football, you can go the whole game, be tired and stuff, but you get like that break every so often. Wrestling, it's just that 6 minutes constant pounding. But I think pretty quick, first like 2 weeks, got in shape, like back into wrestling shape pretty fast, so went pretty good.
Coach was telling us a little bit. We kind of, we noticed it throughout the match that Mount Pleasant, you guys are end of the period scoring. Is that a newer initiative, or is that something that Coach has been teaching all along? Like, we're going to score towards the end of the period. Short time, we're scoring.
Yeah, we've kind of been pushing to, like, instead of just sitting there watching the clock, been pushing all the way to the end, like, get those points at the end. You always got to keep pushing through, like, towards the end of the period when the timer goes off, when the whistle's blown.
All right, Conor, do you have anything else for him before we wrap it up with him?
Yeah, well, just tell me, first match in the home gym this year, you get the fall. How'd that feel? Great way to start the season.
Yeah, it felt like thinking about like the first match in the home gym, I was like, have to go out, win in front of the crowd. And then just to get the fall, it just made it that much better. Like my senior season, I'm out here, won my first home match.
It was pretty cool. You had your, these WWE guys or NWO, whatever they are, and they're standing up holding the belt, and you guys are all flexing at them. It had to be fun for you.
That was real fun. I like that.
Good deal. Hey, that's Conor Johnson. He's a senior, and thanks so much for staying with us here on the Postmatch show. Thanks so much. Good luck the rest of the way. We'll see you next week at Southmoreland, buddy.
Yep, thank you.